Family Leonardo, me Nasila did on multimedia, the CEO voice of Salon. Today I come for talk to now, my family, make una continue to subscribe to our YouTube channel and share to our friends them. As we always try to bring on the latest news what they happen around Salon, whether it be politics or any other news them, what they happen or gossip, what they bring out to una live and direct. So please, my family, don't forget to subscribe and share to our friends them. You wanna touch the bell icon so that you no miss any video we will try for bring out to una. So that's also we want make una don't forget also for subscribe to we TikTok channel on TikTok and also on Facebook or Facebook page or the Voice of Salon or also the on Instagram Voice of Salon. Please family, and don't forget to share. Okay, thank you now. Tata.
We tell God Almighty, Boku Boku, thank you for a very, very beautiful day where it don't bring, we wake up this morning with Bismillah Rahman Rahim. So we the end up with Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Today, Kutubu Koroma, where they na Saloto Forum, where they deal with issues coming in analysis, they can't reply to something where one man we call himself Dr. MS Fofanah, where he put out. But I want to reply to this man by injecting, some philosophers them. Putting some philosophers and say, one such philosopher by God power, we can't talk about today now, Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein he say education is not the learning of facts. He said but a meditating of the mind to them. Now so Albert Einstein he say. Then Socrates, una way don't read philosophy and all that thing. One of his teachers he said the only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. Full stop. That night Socrates he said the reason way I decide for bringing the two great philosophers in, Albert Einstein and Socrates. Now for sure, how hubrism on the part of people then where they lay claims to intellectualism, how the hubrism they bring them down. The thing about hubrism, it make you grow excessive pride and overconfidence. And normally what they lead to, it lead to a danger. It will make you make poor decisions then. You will talk things the way you're not supposed to talk. And normally, then it can even lead to catastrophic consequences. Hubrism, that excessive pride. Like I say, it's characterized by a dangerous overestimation of one itself, your ability, your knowledge, or your importance. So, and of course, waiting they do arrogance and disregard for the opinions of others. The reason why I say I reply to this man, this kind of a thing where this man talks so hold on here. Waiting this man, waiting he actually make we know. He tell we say he go study in a University of Heaven. Now they go study, but the University of Heaven where this man go study, say he beat God per exam, still the education not go to him. It not go to him. The education not go to this guy with all these letters we don't put by name. The education, we don't even know why they put on there. We don't know that you want impress you. We didn't see in there. But the education not go to, because the education been go to this man here. These things that way he can't talk now, enough for even talk him. Enough for even talk him. Waiting also lead me for accept say this my education not go to him with all this thing where he put around in him. I'm not sure say he follow waiting happen in Nigeria January 15, 1966. Say he cascade to July 29, 1966. Say finally result to ethnic war. You see the war will take place in Nigeria. All of these are because of, you know, this kind of a level of ignorance where this kind of can display also. The level of ignorance, all born out of hubrism. The guy feels away, put all this in so-called qualification. No, people are not impressed by this. Because, like I said, watching this guy show we, they can talk now. It show we say, yes, then guy, they go to University of Heaven and then go study. But nothing, you know, go to. Because this guy actually know what he talk about. No, go back to salon. No, go back to salon. Like this case where he look one tribe. He stigmatized one tribe. So the likes of them guy, now them obviously now they responsible for, you know, what them where they've done a country. Guys like they were. Because anybody were intelligent, where lay claims to academia, you say go school, all this boku qualification you don't put now. So, you know, another philosopher, like tell with you another philosopher, tell with William Shakespeare, he said before you talk, he said think. Before you jump, look. Now, Dr. Fofanah, when you make this kind of a statement, because me go join column, the way where you are a column, like Akiba. What you do now is nothing less than gobble the gook na put na irresponsible clap trap na put na. Nobody not impressed. Because if you really get your wits about you, if you're not possible, really don't follow the political trajectory, you get an iota of how they call it from Saloon. Not take from 1961, say come down to 1961. Say we come to 1968. Watching Awale do, Awale take a retrospective look at the country. Look outside. I know that well, for I don't even know your age. I don't know how old you be. So tell all that give be a factor now. Because if you be old like me, so me don't see Salion at in various scans, I don't see him. If you get the cognitive intelligence for make comparative analysis, how Salion mean from independence until the advent of APC under Shaka Stevens, if you don't really get you wits about you not go make this kind of a thing where you do now. So waiting me go advise the many community, let them just ignore you. Because you're not even worth the attention. You know what? The likes of Una, you know, Shaka Stevens talk about what he said. Una with the claim say, where's Una Sabi book? Una with the waka, with this chip on our shoulder. Now, Una na the Albert Trust in that country. There. Now, Una hubrism, Una sense of bigness, Una sense of excellence, Una sense of fixed gun, all false. You they put this now, let people they not say, oh, this guy's Sabi book. But what you do, you just expose your vacuousness, now you expose now. So, because any intelligent person, anybody where say he go school, the school go you don't go grad here because then here where you do so now you set yourself up, you know, for something where you not be able to handle. But you know we know they go down your level. We know they go down your level, okay? Because you don't clearly show say you know one of the ignoramus system. Yeah, you don't put all these terminal letters, BSc, PhD, this and that. But from where to we talk now, nothing. Believe me. All you wind up doing now, you wind up exposing your vacuousness. You wind up exposing the fact, say, you claim, say, you go school, but the school not go through you. If Salion they saw a day like today, how we get to this point? Dr. Fofanah, with the trace and back to APC under Shaka Stevens' leadership. Now, in the trajectory of governance of that country, Salion was a very peaceful country. Salion will be a place where everybody go one day. This thing we talk about so naya. Like I say, you don't have out of ignorance. So me go, you know, appeal to the calculus of the many people them for let them mitigate you. Let them mitigate you. Let them not return fire for fire. Because you don't clearly show. So you know one of the ignoramus system. Where no way they will remedy you. You dey beyond redemption. Seriously, because anybody will listen to this audio where you make na so anybody will listen to it. He go wonder something wrong with you. And I go really want advice to say, see if you go get a doctor. Then they look you. You really need some mental evaluation. That you really need. You really need a mental evaluation. If you get time, sit down, watch how Nigeria get itself to that point. Just look what happened January 15, 1966 to January, July 29, 1966. We escalate, cascade to that war. 30 months. Gruesome war. 30 months of gruesome war in Nigeria will lead to the dismemberment of the country. We as alone go through that. You get the brazen impudence, you get the troopers, you get the temerity for blame them on many people them. For say you do on drugs, I really want to say you do on drugs. Oh man, I strongly believe say you do on drugs because if you witch me there about you, you be know what you did, pan. Say you mentally balanced. You no go come and spew this kind of irresponsible claptrap now, and this gobble the gook gobble the gook now put now so oh man, seriously. But I tell God thank you, the vast concourse of the Mende community, then just decide for left you to your state and condition, let you wallow inside you idiocy. Now that they do, they no one dignify what you do because you don't clearly show. So with all this thing we put around your name, you don't do this, you don't do that, you don't do that. It's nothing. You they try for impress the you warehouse of functional illiterates and sea of ignoramus system that them. And they tell you not impress no many person here. None. You not impress no many person here, I can tell you. Rather, what you wind up doing, show you, like I say, you expose your vacuousness now. You should say, now una claims on go school, but the school not go through now. You don't put all this boku, I didn't call and but from what you do now, it don't show say you book land, it don't mean nothing. It don't even help yourself. What you don't do, you don't open yourself to ridicule, contempt, and condemnation. Now you don't do so now. But me go appeal to the Mende community, let them just ignore you. Because you're not worth anybody in time. You don't really show. You don't really show, say, you not just, you a win bag. Seriously. You they try for put that many people there. But now their homeland, you go school. Irony and contradiction past that day. Why you not being gap, you go now, you northern a place like go there. But now there you go. I mean, surely, Dr. Fofanah, I mean, I didn't wonder, would they look pin, they put doctor business by you? Would this now make sure Cassivi we get this level of contempt for we say una land book. Then Calabatia, you don't clearly demonstrate this. You don't clearly demonstrate this. Say you go school or the school not go. Because this kind of a comment we put now so. This kind of comment now, things like they were, believe me that they spark a tribal war, the way put now so. Seriously. But again, like I say, you do have out of ignorance. We can mitigate your morals of ignorance. We can mitigate them. Because from what I tell you, very limited. You're limited. Because if you really be not take a retrospective look at things, you don't see what's in the happen in other countries, more talk even like Rwanda and all that. So God and Abby, you know, go come spew this kind of irresponsible claptrap and gobble the gook now. You know, go drum because of the potential, for like cause conflict. But I tell God, thank you, the southeastern people then, they don't want to let you wallow inside your own waste. Now that they want to let you do. They don't see like anybody, you're not a factor, oh man. Because for let you can't make this kind of a statement also. You stigmatize a whole tribe. But we not go down to your level. We not go down to your level. We didn't see what you try for create now, but we'll not go capitulate to that. Believe me, we not go feed off that day. We too intelligent. for everybody like that. We will not do that. We will never do that. Oh man, we will never. I just want tell you, see, yeah, go back, read about what is from the philosophers and talk. They always, especially William Shakespeare, he said, before you talk, he said, think. Before you jump, he said, look, you actually think, say, when you put this naya, people then go gravitate towards you. You just make yourself a Rip Van Winkle. You just subject yourself to ridicule, contempt, and condemnation. And you make everybody begin to wonder who's school this. I mean, this man claims he go both school, he get all this degree, get it. So now all this time land, now all this time land, for fund the embers of ethnic unrest. Now you don't do so now, yeah, oh man. You they funny in the embers of unrest. Now you don't do with this kind of incendiary commentary make now so. But what me go do, I go appeal to the calculus of the southeastern people there. Let nobody let them not give that platform there. Let nobody. There are very serious issues them where they face the citizens. The citizens them Nasalo, they are faced with existential questions of how to address bread and butter issues them. Not to can begin listening to the trash we can't talk now. This actually just to say you're not trash. You're not trash. You're not trash. For anybody way out and call himself. Tiger not get for proving integrity. You not even be need for putting so-called qualification there because nobody is interested in it. Nobody is interested in it. If you think so, you're not the be all and end all. Now you're not the alpha and omega. Now you're not the beginning and the end. Now you out and call them. Utopia where it come academia now you know utopia you cannot you don't need for put this you like when say tiger not get for proofs in integrity if you not believe say that tiger go confront them. Okay, you think so we can't put all this you so-called so people never go take you on what you now laugh they laugh something no now laugh then they laugh you off they laugh you off they say oh god look the so-called bookman look what you go do yonder. You just show we say some of we even they wonder. I mean, would I look you put is certified for get a doctorate out in column? Seriously, would I look you with this kind of a goblet the good put now so? With this kind of a thing we put now so? You're like I tell you. You're like I tell you. Albert Einstein, one of the great philosophers, like he say education not to the learning of facts. It's about the training of the mind to think, and you not get the training of the mind for think. You not get time, oh man. Because if you didn't get the mind for think, you don't go talk this we talk now, but you don't get them. And waiting Albert Einstein, Socrates, can back him up. Socrates back him up. Socrates, he said the only true wisdom is in the knowing you know nothing, no man. Now that the great philosopher Socrates say. Seriously, bruh. Like I say, me go continue for appeal to the Mindi community for let them not dignify you irresponsible claptrap now. Let them not do them. Because what you want let them engage you in the collegiate battle of the brains. You want to show people that say you study in the University of Heaven. There's no need for all that, oh man. So with all of them, I don't put so. What you don't do positively in Asalion. The only thing we don't do just for create ethnic unrest. That you don't do so now. You they whip up sentiments in there. You they whip up the embers of ethnic tension. Now you don't do now. So with all this education, what you say get now you don't do now. You not think say hey, wait a minute, how people then go receive this? Where they put now? How people then go receive this? The likes of Una. Now a guarding threat to Unas to use yourself. Let alone the very citadel of the nation in well-being. Feel like this way put so now recipe for a disaster of untold consequence, oh man. But let God sorry for you. Whatever devil where they work with you, let God free you from that. I believe say you sanity, now not you sanity, now not you they suffer from moral confusion. But they pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, God Almighty, let it save you from that. Let it save you from that. Because then this thing called self-destruct. Now you don't do so. You don't destroy yourself, oh man. But me go pray and ask the southeastern people that say, do ya let nobody no reply you. Do ya let they just left you. Let you wallow inside your human waste. Then nobody no reply you. Then nobody know because you don't actually show say you know what anybody in time. Me just come no more for let you know say the southeastern community don't hear this. And we say, well, you know what? We already come. I pray